Roofing Marketing Guide, 5 ways to get more leads. We're talking about things that I've talked with hundreds of roofing business owners, many who are growing past that 10 million and 20 million mark, and I'm learning from them all the time. Watch other videos on this channel to check that out, subscribe, like, comment, etc. But we're going through them one by one. Here are the things we're going to talk about in this video. First, we're going to start with 3 free and easy things that you can do on your own with no or low marketing budget. Second, we're going to talk about social media strategies for insane engagement. Third, we're going to talk about, as you grow, what percentage of your revenue should you be spending on marketing? Fourth, we're going to talk about things you should do internally and externally. And fifth, we're going to talk about 5 major ongoing initiatives that every roofing company should have as they get bigger. And I'm talking like past 10 million to 20 million. Let's say you're under 1 million or you're $1 million or 2 million. There are a lot of things that you can and should be doing on your own. And I think a lot of times I see people spending money thinking that spending money will save them. Marketing isn't just about spending money. And honestly, some of the best marketing that you can do is actually your own sweat equity. It's stuff you can do on your own, and I am telling you, stop trying to just spend your way out of the problem. You're gonna waste your money and you're gonna waste your energy, and you're gonna think all marketers are scammers, because that's what happens. That's what happens when people think this. But if you do some of this on your own, you're gonna have a much better time and you're gonna get more leads quicker, so then maybe you can afford legitimate marketing agencies as time goes on. And yes, Hook Agency, hookagency.com is one of those. We do aggressive SEO, PPC, and websites, and we make things custom to you that actually get homeowners to contact you. So check us out, hookagency.com, but let's get into the guide. All right, here are 3 free and easy things that you can do quickly for your business. First, I'm gonna start with not free, but inexpensive, job site branding. I want you to have yard signs on every single job. Stop making it optional for your project managers. Get those yard signs out there. Ideally, you maybe even offer a little bit of a discount to houses that are at the front of a development that everyone drives by. That's good marketing. Things like the catch-all, branded tarps, your truck wraps. These things all matter, and they should all have a consistent color scheme and be immediately recognizable about your company. So then when people are driving around, they see your trucks and then they see your shirts, it all goes together. That's job site branding and people branding. Next, Google business profile and testimonials. 1, you should be getting as many reviews as possible. You should fill out that Google business profile completely and comprehensively. And lastly, as time goes on, just get video testimonials. Promote them on your Facebook to the nearby area, and then put those video testimonials on your website. Lastly, Facebook in general, social media in general, but particularly Facebook groups, connect with people that are posting about their homes. We don't just want to post content on our social media, we also need to grow our audience. You have to grow your audience, so you have to connect with more and more people, and Facebook allows us to do that by being in these Facebook groups. Comment, tag people, tag businesses, and the people from that business. Refer them in these Facebook groups, and they're likely to refer you. This is a massive opportunity that most of you are missing out on. Next, we got Social Media 101 for insane exposure. Like I said, you need to create growth on your social media channels, not just post content. That's what I see most people getting wrong. They're posting a reel, they're kind of copying me sometimes. They're like, I see roofing business owners that are kind of doing what I'm doing, but they're not doing this. They're not connecting with more and more people every day. And they're not liking other people's stuff and commenting on other people's stuff. You're posting in a vacuum. So I would make this recommendation. Have someone on your team or you follow 100 people a day with your profile, or connect. Whatever the most active social media thing you have is, connect with another 100 people a day, and then at least like 100 people's posts, and then probably comment and engage on at least a few people's posts every time you log in. Like, don't just log in and be a ghost fly on the wall. Ooh, look at that person. No, you're not creating engagement. This is a community. We have to create engagement so that they engage with us. That's part of what's gonna create insane exposure. Reciprocity, magic online, and magic in person. So the first month of my business, I took 20 people out for lunch. I made my marketing budget just lunches. I'm going to take them out to lunch. I'm going to tell them what I do, and I'm going to see what they do and see if I can refer them. Now, if you are referring other people regularly, they're often going to refer you. So who owns the attention of your ideal customer and also is marketing to them, like other home service businesses, realtors, insurance agents? How can we refer them every once in a while? And especially if you find a group, let's say 3 insurance agents, 3 realtors, 5 other home service business owners that actually get asked about roofs, like pest control is one. They get asked about roofs and siding a lot. So find this group and like, how can I refer these people in Facebook groups? How can I comment? I'm commenting the company name and I'm commenting the person name so that I get credit in their mind for that referral. And how can I mix this with in-person stuff, like taking them out to coffee, taking them out to lunch, telling them that I want them to refer me, and telling them that I want them to refer me in Facebook groups. It's okay to tell them that you want them to refer you. And it's okay to be aggressive about referring them and knowing that part of what you want is getting more referrals. Because we want marketing that's getting us more referrals. Because I don't know if you've noticed, but referrals have the highest closing rate of any type of lead. So everything that we're doing on social media here is partly to increase referrals, if not primarily to increase referrals, not just to increase direct leads. Ooh, you posted your website and your phone number and a picture of a previous job. Who's contacting you from that? No one. Stop doing it. Stop pitching on your social media. Start providing value and start providing value to your referral partners. Lastly, I just want to touch on content on social media in general, because you can do this now for free with your iPhone or whatever. Android people. Sorry. This is an opportunity to create things that answer questions that people have in the sales process. So as people have questions in the sales process, these are great opportunities because other people that haven't asked you directly have that same question. Do I need to replace my siding and my roof at the same time? Does it matter that my gutters are newer than my roof when I do a roof replacement? What does real hail damage look like? Or whatever the question happens to be, you can answer those questions in a video on social media. You can put it on YouTube, and then you could send it to prospects if they have that question. So think of the videos and content that you're doing as sales enablement, not just marketing. Honestly, it makes it more fun. I even make a list of all the objections that we get during the sales process, and then we make videos for each of those objections. And when you do that, you also solidify in your mind, what is the way that our company deals with this type of objection? And you can also use it a little bit as training. All right, a lot of you guys are gonna take issue with this. Yes, I have our logo tatted on us. No, yes, I believe you should spend 10% on marketing under 1 million. Comment below if you think I'm wrong. 10%? 10%, Tim? Well, this is what I got for you. It is hard to get a company off the ground. It is hard. And if you can't kind of YOLO your whole life into it and YOLO some money into it, you're gonna have a hard time getting past that 1 and 2 million mark. So, and I'm not even saying to spend it with us. We don't even accept clients under the 1 and 2 million mark. So don't even send me a message or try to comment or whatever to get services from us, because we won't work with you. But we will try to help you get there through our video content, so do subscribe. Here's the thing, you need to spend more money. So that's only $100,000. That's only $100,000. And what can we get with $100,000? Not that much, really. Like, you need to do all the job site branding stuff and whatnot with this. You need to get the logo good. You need to get some things tightened up. You need to maybe do a little bit of video, some photos, content. You can do some of that with a professional potentially. Get the fundamentals right. Once you get everything kind of rolling and there's some momentum, and it's also like just the amounts, right? The amounts go up. You don't have to do as big of a percentage. We're talking about 5%. I'm saying past 2 and 3 million. Switching to 5% in an ongoing way, it's sustainable. I think 5% can get you up to 10 million, maybe even up to 20 million. To me, it's about what you spend that 5% on. Is it stuff that's actually creating awareness and leads? And people that don't learn this a little bit, that don't learn about marketing, that don't take it seriously, are gonna overspend every time. That's why we love our partners over at Contractor Dynamics. Contractor Dynamics is a training platform that actually tells people how to market specifically. It'll even train a marketing manager for you. If you haven't checked them out, check out their program. Very solid company. We strongly recommend them. But you need to learn this along the way somehow. Up past 20 million, I think you can only spend 3%, because 3% of 20 million is a lot of money. I mean, 600,000 bucks. If you spent 5%, it would be $1 million. I just think you create momentum past a certain point. You're creating momentum. You've got a lot of things in place already. Maybe you don't have to redesign your website 2 or 3 more times. The point is that you've got things in place and you can stick with them, and you should start to stick with them. How you break down those budgets is gonna matter a lot, right? Like, I believe in certain things, and I'll tell you, I believe in search marketing. So things like Google Ads and SEO, I think are very solid. I think video content and being really active on social media is very valuable. There's billboards, there's radio, there's a ton of other things that you could break it down into. I like things that can be tracked for small business, because I don't want you to spend hundreds and hundreds of thousands of dollars on billboards every single year unless you think you really know, that that's actually getting a return. So do test things. I think of it as experiments. We're testing things. Let's go into internal versus external. So internally, I think it's smart to have a marketing manager past a certain point. I think that point is about 7 million. And then I think probably past like 12 or 15 million, you should have 2 people internally. Like, maybe one of them's a marketing manager. They wield outside resources like vendors, like agencies. Then as time goes on, maybe you get a video specialist after 12 million, 15 million, whatever it happens to be. It's nice to have a couple people internally as time goes on. I think it's smart. A lot of you are under that point right now though. And I do think it's hard to hire a marketing manager when you're under 5 million. One, you're not practiced at hiring this type of role. I have a hard time hiring this type of role, if I'm honest with you. It's hard. It's hard to find somebody that that really gets it and knows how to do multiple things. So that's why it's tough sometimes. It's also hard to manage that person. So that's why I also recommend Contractor Dynamics for that. They don't pay me or anything like that. I think that they're a good company to help train that person. They should have training. But I believe 7 million, you can have them on and you can have an agency. I think that external stuff is things that are specialties. You should have specialists on specialties. It's hard to get somebody to learn SEO and video marketing and social media and ads and I've seen a lot of this, okay? They're also handling your email stuff. Sometimes people are putting upon the customer service on the phones. Like, I know what the temptation is, and when you have somebody internally, you're putting them on too many things. That's why they're failing. And some of you have already had marketing managers and they've failed. I've had a marketing manager and it's failed. It's because I had them on too many things. I took a step back and I hired again. I hired for less things. I hired for just video. Not video, SEO, right? And now I'm having a better experience. Thanks, Jack. So that's the way to do it, is to essentially really tighten up what you're hiring for. Otherwise, you're gonna overwhelm them and they're gonna suck at everything. I'm gonna say one more thing. I know a lot of you are trying to hire a marketing agency, and I believe you should wait a little bit to hire a marketing agency until you have a grasp on your own marketing so that you can delegate appropriately. I believe you should learn enough that you can delegate well, but you want a marketing agency that will hold themselves accountable. And I believe Hook Agency is the best one on the market for roofing companies. We hold ourselves accountable. We're extremely transparent about everything that got done for the month. We give you a Google Drive folder with here's everything that got done, and we do monthly reporting. And we really hold ourselves to a high standard of like, what is getting the most leads? How can we get more leads? And we're driving for that every single month. We're honest and we're transparent. So check us out at hookagency.com. That's SEO, PPC, and websites. Lastly, 5 major initiatives that are getting leads on an ongoing basis. You want more than one thing getting leads. I know a lot of you out there, you're door knocking right now, and you think, hey, maybe I should switch to marketing. You shouldn't switch to marketing. You gotta do both, okay? It's the lazy man's approach to think that he can just Swap out the lead generation system. We need 5. We need 5. Maybe door knocking is 1. Maybe Google Ads is 1. We need 3 more. You shouldn't be overly dependent on an agency either. I believe you should do SEO, ideally with Hook Agency. I believe you could add Facebook ads. Now, there's a lot of low quality leads on Facebook, but if you get it right, there's a lot of people out there that are pretty good. I think Matt Smith is pretty good. I think Carson Nugent is pretty good. There's a number of legitimate Facebook ads guys. Just make sure you're qualifying those leads. Make sure you're being aggressive with follow-up. But whatever it is, you need a 4th and you need a 5th. I'm gonna propose that your 5th could be job site branding, truck wraps, and yard signs, potentially the catch-all. Like, I love the catch-all. I think that it stemmed out of an important problem. 1, that homeowners hate nails and debris in their yard. And 2, that it's a very good marketing opportunity. You can put a giant QR code on there. You can put your logo on there. And I believe your job site should be the biggest sales tool that you have. And I also believe that you should be knocking around those jobs.
Sugar Man! Door-to-door sugar. A marvelous idea.
We're coining the 3-block knock. You should be knocking around your jobs if you're not, and saying, hey, we're overworking with your neighbor. No, I know that there's other ones out there. There's the 12-pack, the 6-pack. People say knock around your jobs. Everyone says it, so you should do it. But I think we should do the 3-block knock, because we're not just knocking 12 doors down. We're knocking all around. Okay. And one more lead generation thing, like a system that I believe you should have in place, is anything to do with referrals, like increasing referrals. So for instance, roofingreferrals.com with Randy Hurtado, they have a whole system for getting more referrals, very solid. And then also a restoration referral system with Matt Danskin. To me, getting more referrals from insurance agents is a science, is something that you can really build up to and have multiple salespeople doing. Now, a lot of times people start doing this and they're like, well, this is now on me as the owner to go out to all these insurance agents. No, teach your people to do it.
One of the most important things a roofing company can do, whether they're brand new or seasoned, is to have a referral program in-house. When most people think of referrals, they think of the customers they've done business with. They don't think about those professionals out there that rely on their service in order to stay in business themselves. I'm referring to real estate agents, property managers, insurance agents. All of these professional types all rely on roofers. In fact, a recent stat came out from Zillow. It said 27% of homes that are being sold need their roofs replaced. And out of homes that didn't need their roof replaced, 20% of those needed repairs or cleaning in order to see the transaction through. Insurance agents, they have a whole reason why they need us as well. So make sure that you're focusing on your relationship building with realtors, insurance agents, and property managers along with your customers, and you'll always have a constant funnel of leads coming in, so you're not having to worry about that next storm. You guys have a blessed day.
And lastly, fireside chat. Let's take a sip of my coffee. It's Red Bull. Are you answering your phone? Are you actually answering your phone right now? Because you should not be watching this video if you're not answering your phone. Stop letting that thing ring. If you need to get somebody in place for this, you need to get somebody in place. Like, we refer out pink collars for this. They answer your phone. If you're not gonna answer your phone, you can also use like as a backup to your existing phone answering systems. But like, answering your phone is so ridiculously important for marketing, because if it's a referral, maybe they'll call back. But if it's from Google, they're not calling back, dude. They're gone. So you have to figure this out. That's the one thing. I know that it's just all this marketing stuff, but if there's one thing, you have to do that. And you have to get back to leads quickly. Speed to lead. Speed to lead. Stop getting more leads if you're not taking care of the leads you have. Stop. If you're not taking care of the ones you have now, then you're wasting and squandering money. There's nothing worse than wasting money. It's terrible. And as you scale, you're scaling garbage. So you need to get really, really hyper-focused on making that system really, really good. So thank you for watching, for real. We really appreciate you. We really appreciate everyone that subscribes. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. Hit the bell for the alerts so that you get the best content in roofing marketing out there. We appreciate you. Seriously, if you have anything else that you need content on, that you want content on, comment below and tell us what we can make. Because we actually are just like serving the roofing industry, making cool content all the time, and we're willing to take suggestions. All right, thanks guys.